every person you meet is a locked door, but they have left the key right under the mat. Most people spend their entire lives being read by others, by their bosses, their partners, their rivals, without ever realizing they are giving their deepest secrets away. With every blink, there is a secret technique, a way of looking that pierces through the mask of the persona. It is the ability to see the hidden message that everyone is screaming into the world, even when they are silent. If you stay with me until the end of this journey, I will reveal how to decode the personal psychological formula. It is a fractal code that repeats in every word, every gesture, and every choice. Once you learn to see it, the world becomes transparent. You will finally discover how to read the secrets written on the skin of the world, and more importantly, how to find them within yourself. What we are discussing today is not a weapon of judgment. It is not a way to label people like jars in a pantry. Profiling is the art of structured awareness. It is a method of understanding the human soul by observing the intricate dance between behavior and appearance. Originally, this was a tool for the shadows, developed in the 1970s for intelligence and security. But today, we bring it into the light of the everyday. Imagine that you are an author. Every morning, you choose a costume, a rhythm of movement, and a tone of voice. This is the doctrine of authorship. In the world of profiling, we believe that nothing is accidental. Every shoe choice, every ring, the way a person lets their hair fall into their eyes, these are all meaningful choices. A person takes full responsibility for how they present themselves to the world, even if they aren't consciously aware of it. We aren't just looking at clothes, we are looking at the social role a person has chosen to play. By observing these external signals, the style, the posture, the rhythm of speech, we can begin to uncover the motivation. Why do they choose these patterns? Why do they repeat the same mistakes? When we understand motivation, behavior stops being confusing and becomes predictable. It becomes a story we can finally read. Every human being operates according to a personal psychological formula. To understand this, you must understand the nature of a fractal. In mathematics, a fractal is a pattern that repeats at every scale, no matter how much you zoom in or out. Your soul is a fractal. Your formula repeats in the way you direct your attention. It appears in the way you tie your shoes, the way you react to a slight in traffic, and the way you fall in love. It is a behavioral rhythm that defines your existence. If we understand the formula, we can predict your short-term reactions and your long-term life patterns. This formula is built on attention. As we develop as humans, our ability to direct our attention consciously is our greatest force. It shapes how we learn and how we attach to others. Psychologically speaking, love is mostly just organized attention. Profiling begins with this, a genuine, focused interest. When you look at someone with the intention of finding their formula, you are essentially offering them a form of deep psychological love. You are seeing them as they truly are, beyond the surface noise. To truly read a person, you must accept a difficult truth. Every quality contains its opposite. A person is never just one thing. Humans are beautiful contradictory messes. We look for the internal contradictions. Imagine a person who is intensely calm. They move slowly. Their voice is a steady lake. But look closer. In the corners of their eyes or the way they grip a pen, you might see a hidden rebellion. Or consider the person who is hyperstructured and organized. Often, that structure is a dam built to hold back a deep internal chaos. We all have visible traits, the things we show the world proudly. But we also have shadow traits, the parts of ourselves we suppress, deny, or control. But the shadow never disappears. It is like a shadow in the sun. The brighter the persona, the darker the shadow behind it. These shadow traits influence our behavior indirectly. They leak out under stress, pressure, or fatigue. The most important contradiction in a person is usually the one that is the least obvious. This hidden conflict is the central struggle of their life. It forces them to develop coping strategies and behavioral patterns. When you find the tension between the conscious self and the shadow, you have found the engine of that person's soul. Now we come to the center of it all, the hidden message. This is the single question that unlocks the vault. What is this person really trying to get from the world? The hidden message is a simple, direct intention. It is often emotionally childlike. It might be, please tell me I'm safe, or acknowledge my power, or don't let me be invisible. People often have no idea they are sending this message, but they are sending it constantly. To hear it, you must separate the data, what you see, from your interpretation. To master this, you must undergo a ritual of practice. Start by observing a stranger for 20 seconds. Record only the raw data. No labels. Then wear their clothes in your mind. Feel their posture. This is how you bridge the gap between their external signal and their internal trait. Look for the role they are playing. Are they playing the protector, the victim, the joker? Every role is a metaphor that holds their contradictions together. Finally, profile yourself. Encounter your own shadow. It is uncomfortable, but it is the only way to reduce fear. When you understand your own formula, you stop being a victim of your patterns. You become the architect of your own life. Profiling is not a cold, clinical analysis. It is a balance between your internal emotional awareness and the observation of the world around you. We struggle to understand others only because we have not yet understood our own needs. The key to reading people is not a secret list of tricks. It is structured awareness, guided by genuine curiosity. When your attention is focused and your judgment is suspended, you will see that everyone is an open book, waiting to be understood. subscribe, like, and let me know in the comments if you want more videos about people reading.